Okay. So now they're going to turn back to the group. So you're working for Soul. How predictable. Suffice to say, I'm not very happy about that.
The the enemy of mine enemy is not a friend necessarily, Nagoriyuki. You should know that.
Oh, come off it. You have to know what he's responsible for. Him, her, all of them were complicit.
I don't
The
rightly care what they were responsible for, because all that matters is what we're responsible for right now, and you stand before us trying to undo it. Would you
I'm
just
not trying
stop?
to undo it. What I'm trying to do is end it. He pulls out his sword. This blade is uniquely powerful. It's made out of the same metal that forged those chains. But it has a hefty cost. It's fueled by blood, which means only someone like someone who has power over it, can wield it. This is one of the few things on this plane that could actually put a demon like her down for good. Unfortunately, that isn't normally possible, and yet here I have an opportunity. And you'd say I'm playing into her hand? Look, it's not what... Just, you're not even going to listen to me. Why am I even bothering? Regardless,
I don't know. I did just listen to someone for maybe the first time in my life.
so,
Do you intend to regale us with your tales, or...
I certainly could. But I don't particularly think that matters right now.
Why doesn't it
What
matter?
matters? It doesn't matter, because now I know who to hunt down. Something more pressing than this wench is in my territory. I'm going to hunt Soul down and kill him now. So in a way, you no longer work for me. So get out of my sight before I kill you too.
I
And
have a question. I'm slightly lost. Who's Soul? And I thought
Soul
not.
is the fake.
Soul is
Soul's
the
faking.
faking.
Oh, okay,
And
right.
you telling us that we no longer work for him?
And also, I thought not Genji was also trying to stop Funeral, but is now trying to release Funeral. I'm a little confused.
He wasn't trying to release her. He was going to try to kill her while she was restrained. But
Oh,
Tower thought that that would only break the restraints and doom everyone.
gotcha.
People like Soul, people like Funeral, people like you. Never changes, does it? Bunch of mortals get it in their head that they can change the world, and then they decide that they have to because they can. Things aren't allowed to sit still.
And this is Tower speaking.
No, this is Nagoriyuki speaking. I
You
fucked
just
up the
have us
accent.
give up?
Hey,
Wouldn't have.
numbnuts. None of us want to change world. We just want to, get some things, then come back and kill her.
You'd mind your tone, but I don't think you'd listen. Besides, you're not worth my time. I've got bigger fish to fry. And it smells like he's that way.
Oh, well, so if you're going to go after him, and we're not, would it not be more appropriate for you to get out of our sight rather than us to get out of yours? Go on, Shu.
If this little one hadn't taken so much of my energy, I'd kill you right now, but I need it to move. So, I hate you all. I want you to die. And he just leaves. What the fuck is his problem?
I actually don't
Met me.
understand exactly.
It really just kind of sounds like he's trying to be confusing for the sake of it.
How about later we kill him as well?
I'm down, if... Matter of fact, it's half the reason why we're standing out here. See, I think a big part of this is that She can't do anything right now. Which means she can't stop me from doing what I want to do.
Does that mean you're going to come with us?
I mean, if and you're alright with someone who tried to kill you less than 30 minutes ago tagging along, then sure. I'm not a
I've had that happen all the time. It's fine.
What do you mean you've had? Who are you? Who are you people? What
It's a
goes on
long
south?
story.
What goes on south of the borderlands? Why does this stuff keep happening to me? Do normal people exist anymore?
Well, normal is a pretty specific word.
You got any more slogans that'd be on the door of a Bard's college?
Hey, let's get going. I don't want to be near here anymore.
Me neither. You know.
In any case, Tower, if you wouldn't come with us, we'd be glad to have you.
Right.
Seems like we're on the same page. And also, the only reason you tried to kill us was, from being forced by her hand.
Yeah. I'll have to wear my armor though.
So suddenly we're friends then?
I wouldn't say friends. I'd say people with a common goal. Maybe we can work on the friends part. I don't particularly like fighting.
You're certainly good at it. I'll give you that.
Well, you can blame old Deerskin on that. Regardless, you all heard the plans. There's 4 places we can go, and we've probably got no more than 5 days to do it. And more importantly, what the hell are we doing about this? And he gestures at funerals, still struggling for him.
I don't know if there's much that we can do right now.
Just leave it.
More to the point, we probably could use some warning if this thing's gonna pop.
Well,
I'll open up my spell book and see if I have something for that.
Is
Don't
there a
worry
cart
about it.
nearby?
Liam would walk up. I've got the ability to travel between spaces rapidly. I'll be able to regroup with you guys if she begins to break free. I'll remain here. You sure? Yeah. These 5 I trust to keep with the mission.
that sounds like a clever excuse to avoid more interaction with me, but I'll take it.
To show you that that's not the reason, here. And he takes out the spiral stone he was given and hands it to Locke. You're probably the best person to hold on to this.
And I recognize that as what it is, right?
Yeah, it's the same swirling stone with the high amount of energy.
Okay. Okay, never mind. I actually thought, like, player-wise, that it was something specific that...
It is something specific, but probably not the thing you're thinking about.
Gotcha. So,
Alright.
as soon as I touch it, I'm gonna... accidental as always, but I'm gonna cast Identify.
So this is information only Locke gets. When you cast Identify on it, the way the Identify magic works is the stone speaks to you in first person. I am a relic of ancient power. You must unite me with my better half and unleash me. It is the only hope that you and I both have.
So everybody else will just see Locke accept the stone from Liam, and then kind of nod.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of like, like, not like the resolute nod, kind of like the, okay. And then Locke's gonna slip it into one of his myriad pockets.
No, don't put me in the pocket.
And I'll sigh, and this is a telepathic communication, yeah? Or
yeah.
Okay, so I'll sigh and respond. Then where should you go?
I don't know. I just don't want to be in a pocket. I've been in a pocket for... What year is it?
At least 2.
You can respond, it is current year, and I'll get it to you. I don't know what year it is.
It is current year.
Oh. Oh no. It's been a while. Well, I don't care at this point. You can put me in a pocket if it's convenient for you. Just don't forget about me.
It truly is convenient for me, thank you.
All right.
But
So if you're
I'll do
done,
him the solid of putting him in like one of my satin-lined pockets.
right. So if you're done looking at that stone all weird, where the hell are we going anyway?
10 episodes
Well-
later, what stone?
One of our shops.
I mean, everybody saw him hand me the stone, just nobody heard the.
Yeah. No. Nobody heard that conversation.
One of the stops we have to make is south to the ruined fortress. It's the closest one, so we could go there first.
Well, I've not been to the ruined fortress in quite some time. Perhaps this is the best benefit of me coming along. I know everything about this region, for better and for worse.
Wait a moment. Ruined fortress is where that is a site of soul and funerals battle, right?
Aye.
I-
The whole castle was just a spell. Was just an illusion cast by the king. The whole thing crumbled to the ground as soon as he was dead. Trapped a corpse inside. I've heard that she did something to it, but I don't know what.
I believe I was told that that's where funerals old corpses, and killing it should stop her from body swapping.
I don't know if that'll work, but that's certainly another try. There's a
Also
few other.
Also has Shoal's old sword.
Now that's something I'd like to get my hands on. But me coming with you has one condition.
Yeah?
We're stopping in the court. I gotta get my little girl back.
Ah. Yeah,
Alright, let's go right now then. Sounds fun.
We had already offered to do that, so consider your condition accepted.
We don't have to go right away. That's the safest place for her right now. She's not like us. She isn't strong. She's protected when she's surrounded by others. But before this ends, she's coming home. Sorry. But where are we going anyway? We have to go to the Goliath City, we got to go to the fortress, and then either the... I don't want to go to the City of Dread. Every time I look at that man, it makes me shiver.
We can go there later then.
Well,
Well, I agree with whoever said that the ruined fortress is in fact closest to where we are now.
it's about a day's walk
Definitely.
away.
How far is it by flying?
I can't fly.
Oh,
Well, I
we just learned
can,
that one
but
of
it
our
costs-
friends can summon birds.
I can cast fly, but that might not be
Can you
Exactly,
cast it on
efficient.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people?
You see, you see Louis like count very slowly up on his fingers.
I think you should
No.
have that would be what 8th level fly, I think.
Yeah, you see Louis count very slowly on his fingers, and he eventually goes, "No, I can't."
Well, then we're hoofing it.
Well, what about our friend who summoned the birds?
Those birds can't lift me.
That does look like very heavy armor.
What
Yeah,
if he casts flying on you and then we also summon the birds?
I don't like flying.
How
Well,
about throwing?
I'll throw you.
if the birds can't lift him, who do you think's going to throw him?
Oh, I thought you could do everything.
Louis gonna start walking past funeral and down the stairs.
Yeah, we should.
There are some things even I'm not. Some things just even I won't try, and throwing tower is one of those.
To be fair, you do get the bonus of I have natural explorer, which means we're not slowed by difficult terrain.
I'm gonna start following the group as well.
IFF, it's your job to tell Abigail where I'm going. I didn't say goodbye because I knew there'd be a fight about it.
So there's 6 of us
Why am I the one who has to do that?
total. Is that right?
Yes.
All right. Well, it's not concentration, so I can actually just get away with 3 iterations of it. Gonna wind up like, well, as I say, well, Come along, everybody, then. Let's get a move on. That's actually going to wind up being 3 level 2 castings of Longstrider. It only increases our speed by 10 feet per round, but it'll cut the travel time down.
Fair enough.
Imagining that they're doing like their normal walk, quote unquote, animation, but the animation
But
is just sped up.
it's sped up.
Yeah. And as we're walking down the stairs, Louis is next to Tower and asks, "By the way, Tower, at some point when we set up camp, do you mind if I take a look at that shield? It's very interesting."
Yes, yeah, I don't know heads or tails about how it works.
I can't
It's made by-
guarantee I'll be able to glean anything from it, but I'd love to take a look if you'd allow me.
So I have a rather stupid question. Didn't he throw that shield off the cliff?
Yeah, but it just kind of came back when he summoned his armor again.
Okay, so like Thor.
Kinda, except, worse. He's probably about as bad at Fortnite.
So what did Tower respond to my request?
Oh, he said, yeah, I don't know how it works.
Alright.
So, I guess we're on the road?
Yep.
We are on the road.
Holy
We're
shit,
on.
that means I get to erase this ugly-ass fucking set.
Well, if you
We're
need it
on
later.
the road to somewhere.
Dude, if we need it later, I will take a second pass. But I don't think we're ever coming back here. I didn't plan for it, so I'll put it in the maybe pile. Because I can never confirm anything.
Huck it in the fuck it bucket.
I can never confirm anything with you people. Every time I think I have something on lock, I'm like, all right, yep, this is a surefire thing. And then one of you...
Well, that's because you're just invoking my name when you think about these things.
Anyway, guess we're traveling. Traveling. So, while we're on the road, does anybody have anything they want to do? Any actions they want to take?
Well, whenever we set up camp,
Yeah.
Louis is going to take some time to try to study the shield if he can glean anything from it.
Oh yeah, no. But like as you're striding through a seemingly endless white void of a tundra.
Admire my new gold staff, I guess?
Yeah.
That's a Louis thing to do.
What? Yeah, Locke will just be twirling that new dagger.
I can't pretend that I'll be the same level that I was at while we were fighting. Fighting takes a lot out of me. That's why I wear the armor.
Understandable. You were probably had a lot of pent up energy or something, right?
It works differently. I'm not capable of fighting for too long. It's a problem with... I don't know, I guess how I was born. Part of me wonders if that's why my little girl turned out the way she did. The armor keeps me stable, but it also limits me. Keeps me at a even level so that I don't pass out from exhaustion, but... well, sometimes that ain't enough. Still wasn't enough. I'm a little mad about that.
You fought well.
Sorry I kicked you down a flight of stairs.
It's understandable. I don't hold it against you. You were.
I don't know that it's actually understandable.
Well, I find it understandable. Your hand was forced by a funeral. Had that not been the case, I'm sure you wouldn't have done that.
By the way, what the fuck was that dragon?
I think Louis already explained it to him. I'm not sure.
I think he explained it to Soul, but I don't think Tower was there.
Oh,
Yeah, I think Tower was there.
Louis gonna look in the general direction of the tower that we just left and say, "So, while she's in those chains, she can't hear or see through your eyes, right?"
It's like a sarcophagus from what I've heard. I recognize those chains. They're a dark part of draconic history. All the magic sealed inside and is reflecting back at her. She still has all that power, but she can't unleash any of it.
Gotcha. So Samson, right? My dragon.
Shit-ass name for a dragon, by the way.
Yeah, I've always been told I'm not great at naming things. But about Samson, see, he was an illusion, fake,
Hmm.
and you see, that really caught Funeral's attention, did it not? I was
I
hoping it would send her on a wild goose chase while we were busy.
I hate magic so damn much.
You have to hand it to me though. It was quite clever, wasn't
It was an interesting idea. That's why I almost killed you, though, so.
it? Again, I understand.
Starting to get dark. We should probably settle down.
I could go for a rest.
Do we have the makings for a campfire? Are there any trees around here?
You won't find trees, but I should. Which magic thing was it? It's all in this glove here. This one, and a big bunch of swords collapse to the ground. Not that one. This one, and camping supplies pop out next to him.
What was with the swords?
Don't ask about that.
Are you
Let's-
able to put those like back in the glove? Or
I'm trying. They're not going. All right. Fucking use them to anchor the tents.
Leaf has already begun to like set up camp at that moment. Just be like, okay, this is good space. Let's just begin putting things together.
Got all this magic crap from Soul. Most of it works. Most of it.
He seems awfully handy.
What, the magic of the man?
A little bit of both.
That man's anything but handy.
I don't know. He was able to recreate something that powerful.
That he'd bring a relic like that into this land is a testament to how lame-brained he is. Let me ask you something. Any of your cultures got something it's got an artifact, got a piece of history that's so unbelievably evil and cursed that you don't even dare say its name?
Well, I mean, if you said its name, wouldn't that defeat that point of your question?
he
I
didn't
do not
necessarily
have a
mean
culture.
he didn't necessarily ask for it to be shed. Just ask if there was such a thing.
Those chains are the work of the devil, not that devil. That one's nice. But they're a evil, vile thing, forged from the bones of iron dragons. They do horrible things to our kind. They were forged almost 1500 years ago to the die, used to restrain the last of the great white dragons, the Dragon of Light. There's a reason we don't really celebrate those damned heroes up here. There's a reason why Funeral, despite being one, got it in her head that she needed to undo everything they did. Every story's got two sides. And it's something that people south of the borderlands could stand to learn.
I've always been told that every story has as many sides as there are participants.
There's at least two. It's not at least two stories, then it's just a... What's that fancy word for when the bot on stage won't shut the fuck up to the audience? Starts with an S.
Comedy.
Ah,
That doesn't start with an S.
Soliloquy?
That one. Abigail likes stuff like that. Those plays and all those fancy words. It's not my thing.
oh well. If he likes it when someone won't shut up, he should have liked me so much more.
You'd think. His taste in men's terrible enough. Ah!
Is our camp all set up by this point?
Yeah.
Alright, so Louis is gonna be like sitting on like I don't know, something comfortable and motion over to Tower and say, So let me take a look at that shield now, if you don't mind.
Can't say I know much about it other than what he told me. It's extra planar. It's older than the light whales.
If he hands it to me, is it like too heavy for me to even hold?
No, it's taller than you are. He sets it in the ground in front of you.
Gotcha. Well, I guess I'll start examining it. I have identify. If you want me to use a casting of that in this process.
You can.
In addition, do you want me to like roll Arcana or something like
It is
religion or
extra
something?
planar, so I'd like you to roll Arcana.
Okay. So that's a casting of identify. I'll make that a ritual cast. I can do that as a ritual, and we're not in a rush. Arcana roll. Here we go. Ooh, that is a 27.
Yeah, so you can tell it's definitely extra planar. The metal this thing's made out of does not exist anywhere here. It doesn't seem like it's enchanted. It seems the metal itself has this reflective property, which is why it worked on the front and the back.
Hmm.
Uh, it doesn't seem like you can glean any information on how to weaponize this magic. It seems like it's just a byproduct of its forging process, but it is an inherently magical artifact. You can also tell that it's very heavy.
Hmm. So, although I can tell this is certainly magical in nature, the reflective properties, they don't seem to be an enchantment necessarily. That's just how the metal itself acts. And on that note, this metal is absolutely not of this plane.
He called it the Moon Mirror Shield.
It's a great name, I'll give you that.
It's also so heavy that I can't lift it without the armor, and it's just because they're linked. Whole suit's made out of the same material. Complementing my own abilities. Don't really know if aspect abilities are counted as magic on, well, the collegiate definition. Damnable college.
Yeah, they never accepted my application for some reason. I couldn't imagine why.
Considering the fact that your first logical answer towards region where there are people who can control dragons is to summon an illusion of a dragon, I can understand.
I think I was quite clever, if I say so myself.
I meant
Goose
in
chasing on.
that it was a wonderfully risky and stupid idea.
Yeah, I get that a lot. But hey, I'm 78 and still kicking.
Yeah. Most dragon will not even live that long. And then there's her.
There's some kind of immortality, it seems like. Mostly on account of that whole body possession thing.
So can I cast deafness on myself?
Cast what?
Deafness.
If you want.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and cast that on myself, and then I'm gonna lay down and go to bed.
I assume we aren't talking like we're probably not all so close and so loud that you
Yeah.
probably can't.
I didn't bother to draw camp.
In any case, Louis is going to continue. Well, in any case, thank you for allowing me to take a look at the shield. It is very
Not like
fascinating.
we got much better to do.
If you have any other magical items or anything you'd like me to take a look at, I'd love to take a look.
More than anything, I'm surprised that he's here. And Tower gestures at Rum.
Why are you surprised that I'm here?
Well, if the stories I've heard from the various people who come to bring me supplies, you made quite an exit the last time you left. Didn't think someone
Yeah?
like you'd be didn't think someone like you'd willingly walk back up here.
Well, there's nowhere else for me to go.
I know a lot of people that are happy that you did.
Wait, are you saying he's from that city?
Ain't many other places Goliaths can be on this plane. But
Well,
now
sure
this
there
one,
are. Sure
this
there
one's
are. One location is in my own tower. I actually summoned him somehow.
weird. Regardless, this one's special. I can tell. A lot of the
Unfortunately, he's not gold, which disappointed me at the time.
in my handful of visits to the capital, I often visit the slave pens, if for no other reason than to see my little girl. But I see his face every time I go in there. They paint his picture. You're a bit of a star in there.
Well, I ain't
You're the
got much
only
to say about that.
you're the only person who ever stood up to her, apparently. They call you the anger, the Ikari. They've made you into some sort of god or something. Think you're gonna save them all.
People
The
need
fact
to
that you're
get through
here.
their heads. These gods aren't all how cracked up to be, and I'm no god.
Hey, I'm technically a god.
Right.
Depends on your definition.
I suppose it does.
If one of the old gods died and I've got the same magic he did, then it'll make me a god.
I suppose. Depends on if the possession of that magic is what makes one a god or not.
Yeah, now we're getting into that metaphysical shit, and I'm not very much a fan of. Not
Do
like
you
I
think you
asked
deserve
for
to be
this.
worshipped? Like funeral?
Probably. Absolutely not. I've done
Well,
nothing
I
but
got no
fail.
problem with you.
That woman, she's not a monster. She's the devil himself. Herself? Not Abigail, though. Damn it,
That's
this
an
is hard.
understatement.
You and I got more in common than you think. But why are the rest of you here? Surely this ain't some coincidental hiking trip turned rescue mission.
Well, I was told there would be gold.
If you want gold, go to the Southern Manor. Every ounce of anything that might have value to people south of the borderlands ends up in that house.
Change of plans. I suggest we go to Southern Manor first.
Don't be an idiot. I've got no desire to see Rook. As slimy as they come, and twice as smart.
We're
Who is
here
this?
because we were summoned. And some
Who
of
is-
us chose to answer the summons. You know, I presume because they were actually scared. And, others of us for the promise of gold, and others of us because we wanted to see what game was afoot.
You certainly walked into one grand game, didn't you, kid?
Well, it's met my expectations so far.
So this Rook fellow, could you tell us about him? Know your enemy and all.
Well, he's probably the one of the three that I know that we'll have to fight. He's the one I know the least about. He's a black dragon, but he's not like any of the other ones I've seen before. He
I'm sorry,
dresses
he's a dragon?
dragonborn rather.
Ah,
You won't find a dragon up here.
that's
Oh.
why I was confused for a second.
Aside from that old bastard in white, you won't find a full-blooded dragon up here. They've been extinct for ages.
Not as far as funeral is now concerned.
She actually hunts that dragon down. She's stupider than I am. She's got either that or she's given up that vengeful streak she's got. But Rook's a different breed. He's not as physically strong as any of us. He's smart though. He's another draconic aspect. He's a different case. He didn't inherit his power. You see, when something becomes prominent enough to need a manifestation in the form of an aspect, a suitable person is just chosen by, well, whoever's up there controlling everything. Like to imagine it's just some kind of giant monster.
Could be some individual sitting at a desk for all we know.
Regardless, he's the aspect of barter, of trade. And he's ruthless at it. His greed is immeasurable. And his skill is even better.
Skill at what?
Taking
Throwing
what he
gold at people?
wants.
I'm not sure I understand how
It-
the aspect of greed how that translates into combat prowess.
Well, fact of the matter is that What really defines him is his mouth. He's large, swollen up like a balloon. He'll eat anything. He mostly consumes what he takes, because his stomach is this bottomless void. He's eaten so many magical things over the years that he's basically immortal.
Is Rook curvy?
No. Well, maybe.
I was like,
Corpulent? Is he
I
corpulent?
suddenly noticed there's a distinct lack of Kirby on the table. Is that where Kirby is?
This isn't Brent's table. This is a new table I downloaded.
Yeah, that's why we actually have a floor.
I sprung for the floor.
No expense was spared.
I couldn't afford lights though. That was the deluxe package. But he's basically immortal from the outside, and anybody who's been, well, eaten hasn't been seen, unless he spits them back out. Sometimes he likes to do that just to fuck with people, and sometimes he does it as part of a deal. I heard once someone managed to beat him in a game of Dragon Chess, and he gave the man 10 minutes in his stomach to take whatever he could before he spat him back out. Man walked out the richest lord on the plane. I think he owns a castle on the west side of the continent.
Sounds disgusting.
It is. He's got a tongue a mile wide.
Dragon chess, you say?
I'm no
Something
good
to
at it.
contemplate.
Oh, he's as ruthless as he comes. If he thinks he can get something off you, he'd con a dead man out of the 2 coins on his eyes.
Well, if
Man after mine own heart.
if this Rook were to be defeatable, I would imagine the simplest answer would somehow defeat him from the inside.
I don't know that he can be beaten, but maybe he can be bartered with. I know he's no friend of Funeral. She's just a mean to his end. The fact that she's probably the only person on the plane that can actually put him down is probably why he acts so, he's been so well behaved. Bastard built a mansion in the middle of the tundra.
So Locke is actually going to well, this has been fun, but I fear I must retire early this evening.
Yeah, I could get some wings myself.
Locke's gonna go to bed. I guess Rainbow's already in bed, but
Yeah.
Locke's gonna go second and try to space it out like pretty significantly. He's got some work to be done in the tent.
Rum's gonna follow suit.
I'll keep watch. I don't need sleep, unfortunately.
That's
Oh,
very
all right.
convenient.
Oh,
it's
fortunately.
I apologize for your behalf, but insofar as us, it's very convenient, and I thank you.
I've been awake for 40 years. I hate it and I want to die.
I think I might have a sleep spell somewhere here if you want me to try it.
It doesn't work. I've tried. Stronger mages than you have tried.
I
So are you just
apologize.
like tired all the time?
No. Well, for other reasons. I just didn't get exhausted from sleep. I get exhausted from other things. It's like I'm put together differently than other people. I don't like it.
He's built different.
Bunsen.
Louis isn't ready to retire yet. He's been thinking about this Rook fellow and ways to take him down. Well, if you say he could be bartered, or in other words, fooled, I have an idea. He's aware.
If you say the dragon,
Oh no, it does not have to do with Samson. You say that he might be able to be bartered with. In other words, fooled. Yes.
hypothetically, I've never seen anyone manage to outsmart him, not even Funeral. And that's kind of her thing.
Well, he's aware of your arrangement forced by Funeral, yes?
I'd assume as much.
Well, if he sees that you're with us, he might believe us if we tell him we defeated Funeral, yes? And if he believes that we've defeated Funeral, the only being who could defeat him, he may very well be afraid.
Either that, he'll start trying to kill us because we've got very shiny things that aren't in his gullet yet.
Hmm.
And then if we can't kill him, then that's probably just a death sentence.
But what if we could bluff that we could easily kill him? Again, making him believe that we are a defeated Funeral.
Interesting idea.
I am quite good with illusions, as you saw.
Well, it's a bridge we'll cross when we get to it. We're nowhere close to that.
Yes. I just thought I'd start spitballing some ideas when we get to that. After all, a big piece of convincing argument to convince him that we defeated Funeral is you being here with us.
I'll meditate on it for the 8 hours it takes you mortals to sleep.
And if not, if you don't think that'll work, we have plenty of time to think of other ideas. That we're not even going there yet, anyways.
Yep.
With that said, unless you have anything else you'd like to share, I will retire as well.
You can wait till tomorrow.
Alright. Have a as best a night as you can, Tower.
It'll be quiet.
And I'll retire my tenant. Which is apparently being held up by sword.
Alright. I'm just gonna do this real fast while everybody sleeps. Don't mind me.
Uh-oh. He's doing something. Or they're
Alright.
doing something.
Alright, so as the night progresses, nothing happens, and I'm gonna say we take a quick break because I gotta run real fast. I'll be right back.
Okay.
The spicy burger strikes again. It's a spicy burger, right? It was something spicy.
I'm gonna at least complain. The long and short of it is that he got caught tracing art for a $200 commission when he's a professional artist and makes cartoons for a living. But the interesting thing is that people started digging, and we'd already had a previous incident with this. They found a bunch of random things that he had just traced for no reason.
Bryn, are you talking to
Bryn?
us?
Yeah?
If you're talking to
yes.
us, we could only hear you very quietly through Jay's mic.
Oh yeah, I
Weird.
assumed she was talking. I assumed you were talking to Jay.
That's weird because I have my headset plugged in. Can you hear me still?
Now
Yeah,
we
we
hear
hear
you
you
going
now.
like
Now
you're
we
in a
hear you.
I was
headset,
thinking that
but
was
like
a really odd conversation to have with Jay, who's going to the bathroom.
I'm back.
Oh, that was fast.
Yeah, I am literally
Okay.
4 steps from my bathroom.
Hang
Did you at
on.
least wash your hands?
Yes.
Good.
It did the old wet and run.
Hello. Welcome to fucking Discord sucks.
We could hear you, Bryn.
We heard you saying something about stolen art. Were you
Yeah.
talking about the Fairly Odd Parents guy?
Yeah, it's not just that he got caught recently, it's that people have been digging and they found a bunch of other crap that he traced for no reason.
Yeah, this isn't even new, isn't it?
Yeah, he was. I saw a thing. He did commissions, and they were worse than the things he traced.
But it's not just like it's not even that it's not just new. It's that people actually went digging and found like a bunch of crap that had flown under the radar for the last like good while.
Hmm.
He's just been doing this $200 commissions.
Yeah, there was one I saw
Like
that
my
was
guy.
like he copied some fan art, and the fan art was
Yeah.
gorgeous, and his version looked derpy as fuck.
Yeah, you're probably talking about the recent one. The series that fan art comes from is bad, but like, ugh. Ugh,
Yeah, I
my
don't know
guy.
the series.
Anyway.
It's anti-Semitic. That's the gist of it. That's why it's bad.
Anyway, are we ready to start?
Yeah.
Restart, rather? Alright, so I'm assuming that everybody's plan is to just wake up and set out on their path?
Yep.
so when Locke wakes up, what comes out of the tent? I guess it would be a deception roll. But it's not. It does not bear any resemblance to Locke. It more bears a resemblance to a stooped over old woman.
Oh, are we doing this?
We are.
Are we breaking out the background trait?
Yep.
Oh dear.
What's happening?
We're breaking out the fact that I have the false identity feature as a charlatan.
Give me a deception roll. Because you're
18?
you're definitely gonna have to nail this.
Why would you be doing this?
Because I can. Also, I don't have to nail anything. If well, I mean, I guess whatever their plus is still gonna sell. Come on now, give me. Why did it roll 2 of them? God damn it! Well, they were both
the
10,
same
so
one
it
anyway.
didn't actually matter. So that's a 22.
Okay, so Tower's just absolutely confused. Did you guys bring an old? Do you guys bring
I
another
don't
old?
recognize this poor old woman. Do you need help, madam?
And where the hell did you come from?
No, Sonny, I don't need help, but I appreciate your manners. They're very good.
And moreover, why'd you come? Oh, okay, where the fuck is that bastard? He like peers in the tent, and it's just
Watch
Locke's
your
gone.
mouth. Watch your mouth, young man.
Oh, I don't like you already.
I thought he was gonna whip out the "I'm much older than you."
What's going on
He's probably
here?
not. He's probably not. Tower's only like 50.
Oh. By the way, Louis still asleep until someone wakes up. He's a heavy sleeper.
Then I think we had places to be.
We had places to
Someone
be. Who the fuck are you? We're in the middle of the. How did you get here? We're in the middle of the tundra.
I know, but the cane just helps me get move around like I was 20.
Uh,
Are you trying to say that you've been in disguise this whole time and really you're this old woman?
or is this the disguise? I'm actually gonna bet on this being the disguise. Whatever, you seem to be a little less of an asshole when you're wearing this. I don't care.
In the background, you
Find it
softly
in
hear.
all of you that you would think that such a sweet little old lady as me could be an asshole. Oh, forgive me, my language.
I
You
really don't
hear
like
Louis
this.
still snoring from his tent.
All right, old man, it's time to wake up. He manifests his sword and starts banging it on his shield.
For a brief moment, Locke is gonna drop the old lady voice and be like, "God damn it, Louis, get up!"
I knew it.
Yeah, Louis jumps out the tent, like holding the staff like a gun, like what? Who's that?
We found your wife.
What?
Rainbow, take inspiration.
Appreciate you trying to play matchmaker, Sonny, but I'm happily married and have been for 67 years.
I'm also
long-
married.
How long? Who are you married to? That surprises me. And
Love
don't
of
say
gold.
gold.
That's
Damn it! Well, whatever. As long as you can do what you were doing earlier in that getup, it doesn't matter. We need to get moving if we're gonna get to there by daylight.
That was really funny. Don't say gold. Damn it. I wish I could give the DM inspiration.
Everybody get a move on then. And then, like, Locke will drop the hunch bit so long as it seems that nobody who's not the party / while we're not nearish to
Well, and I guess everybody's marching on.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And as you approach what looks like maybe a quarter of a castle, kind of just like a gate, like a castle gate with like a drawbridge lowered, made of black stone, and it looks like it's connected to a small chunk of a building. I'm not going to bother drawing it. It looks like it's connected to what would be uh like a grand hall of a castle, but it just kind of ends about halfway through. And the rest of it looks like there was once foundation and a full castle there, but now there's just nothingness. It almost looks like whatever this was attached to vanished out of thin air. Yeah, that's the place, all right. You know, technically, it's illegal for anybody in Funeral's Court to set foot in this place.
I don't think Funeral is aware for the time being. I think she's a little preoccupied.
Yeah, and if she's not, we've got bigger problems, so...
Yeah, if she's not, I'm sure she would have killed us by now.
Even been arrested.
I did not hear that. What?
Yeah, you're gonna
you're,
need
you're
to...
hitting your mic threshold. the
Damn it.
noise suppression is blocking you.
Yes, that is truly what Locke speaks. It's just noise.
To court? But nobody even arrested me.
You know what, I changed my mind. Go back to the other guy.
I think it's a little late for that, Johnny.
I don't like that it's late for that. Regardless, what we're here for is below.
Hello.
Yeah, the castle's dungeons had to be dug out. The whole thing was like a magical fortress, but there wasn't any caverns, so they dug them out. Those remained. As for what they are, I wouldn't know. I've never been here.
Well, shall we be looking for some sort of entrance, or would it be rather obvious, do you think?
Well, I suppose we'll find out when we go in. You coming?
Yeah, Louis follows.
Leaf easily follows.
I
Just like
And I'm coming. Gonna start like tapping the cane that I have, kind of like a blind stick, as we descend these stairs.
can I do a stealth on the back end of the party?
If you want.
Sweet.
Alright, now I actually have to draw some stuff. I'll describe stuff as I'm drawing. So... 1, 2...
I like how, at least as far as I'm aware, essentially this whole time, Louis just kind of disregarded. Oh wait, no, we know that Locke's in disguise.
Yeah.
I was gonna
But,
say Louis just hasn't questioned it at this point.
But,
Well, I don't know if Louis really knows yet because
yeah, I don't know if
I only
Louis put it
dropped-
together.
I only dropped the voice to wake him up. So like,
Yeah, but it sounds like everyone's kind of caught on at this point.
well, everybody else caught on because I dropped the voice while they were awake.
Yeah.
I don't
And
know.
especially Towers, like still treating her like.
Yeah, fair. You probably would have put it together then.
Yeah. As funny as it would be for Louis to just not question it still, I think he probably would have. He's not that dumb, you know.
I mean, fair. Wizard and all.
Yeah. High int, low wisdom.
Any hoozle? Yep, that looks like is that the middle?
Middle what?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So it'd be this one and this one would be the middle. Yeah, it was the middle. Okay. So as you enter, you find what looks to be a grand foyer, but in ruins. There's skeletons of dragonborn strewn about in various states of being armored. Some have some armor on them, but most of them look like they were stripped clean long ago. What armor you can see is marked with insignias of nations none of you would recognize.
Louis is going to pick up a detached dragonborn skull and look it over, just because he's never seen the skull of a dragonborn before.
It's you got any respect for the dead?
Well, he's not using it, is he?
I don't have a good answer for that, I guess.
Besides, I'm just curious. I've never seen one of your kind of skull before.
Hmm.
Quite fascinating build here.
Check the mantle places of some of your richer folk.
You know, I know it's a little dumb to say out loud, but I never expected their skull to be so dragon.
Yeah, these skulls are thousands of years old. Well, not thousands, but at least hundreds.
Forgive me if that upset you. Not
Yeah.
respecting the dead, but I was
It
just
was
curious.
It was a knee-jerk reaction. These guys were evil. You guys were
Oh.
evil bastards. At least
Oh.
half of them were. I'd like to believe you got a lucky guess.
Gotcha. In that case, he's going to not gently just drop it and put it back on the ground.
When you drop it, it explodes. It shatters into a gajillion pieces because it's very brittle.
Oh, very brittle.
Yeah, it's in the bitter cold for hundreds of years. You'd think it wouldn't be?
If it was, if they were evil, I guess they deserved it.
Anyway, any of you guys see anything that looks like a dissension point?
I was
Is that
distracted
You
by
like
want a
skull.
perception check for that? Or
Perception, investigation.
oh, let's see.
We're gonna do
is-
this old style. I'm not gonna draw it, so
I would say I was probably, unless more time is being spent afterwards.
I got
too
a
busy with the
16.
skull to look around.
I got a 16 in
Okay.
perception.
Hang on.
Uh, 13
23.
in perception, so no,
What?
probably not.
23 in perception.
I don't
Okay.
believe you. You only get bad rolls. What did you actually roll?
no, that checks out. I peered over. So, Leaf, you notice that where what would have looked like a grand staircase would be, there's a big fucking hole. And actually deciding to peer down, you can see brickwork down below.
There is a hole here.
Well, I can see that.
Sounds like a dissension point to me.
You want to jump in the hole?
Well, no. I do have my fly spell, but I can only cast that a couple times.
You're better off saving your magic.
I would much rather, yes.
Anybody got a rope?
Yes, just immediately has already been starting to set up rope.
Tower's gonna appear. Ooh, that's a drop. It's at least 50 feet down.
Perfect, because rope always comes in sets of 50 feet.
Well, unfortunately for you guys, you'll hurt yourself if you fall, so I'll see you down there. Bye!
How will
I
you
have a
get back up?
question about. I got a question about
Ow!
my. I have a question about my race. Can I just flap my arms real fast to slow my fall down?
No. No, you
Kenku
cannot.
can't fly.
They can't even glide, no.
So
It's like an ostrich.
I'm gonna. Oh,
I'm gonna climb down.
we'll hurt ourselves if we fall. Well, I'll take that bet. And I'm gonna jump off the edge, and as I do, cast Featherfall on myself, and well, I'll say, I'll take that bet. Who's coming with me? And look around and wait for people, see if anybody else is coming over the edge with me.
I am
I
taking
guess
a
I
rope.
will. I guess I'll go over the edge with the
I
old
don't
lady
know
I
why,
got.
but I find you rather trustworthy. I'll come with you.
I think I'd rather take the rope.
Okay,
Listen,
so
I might be called stupid sometimes, but I am still 78. I can't be taking falls like that.
Yeah,
so
but
yeah,
then,
I guess the three of us then will yeet ourselves over the edge. And I'm gonna. It'll still be, accidental. Locke has no idea he's casting magic, but cast Featherfall, and it is choose up to 5 falling creatures. So I am going to choose myself and the other 2 that came with me.
Am I required to do an acrobatics or athletics check for your rope?
No, it's a rope. If anything, Tower would be steadying it at the bottom.
Fair enough.
Like, assuming you set it up properly.
Yeah, of course. Alright. Are we all good?
So, now, you guys find yourself... So this is going to work a little differently. You guys find yourself at the gateway, and the door is enormous. So this square right here, over where I've gathered everybody at. So this is a 23 by 24 grid. And each of these squares represents a 15-foot by 15-foot space. So we're just gonna have like one pawn simulate the group unless you guys split up, but that's just how this is gonna work. So that's you guys.
Okay.
But the door is 30 feet wide, and it looks to be at least as tall as the whole building.
Wait,
Well,
under the hole we find
yeah.
this building?
Yeah, you land in like a space of like you land or step down into like a area that everything behind you is full of collapsed rubble. Any prior entrance to this place, but before you, within the dark, dimly lit from skylight brickwork, lies a huge metal door.
Open sesame.
The door does nothing.
Pedro. There.
Well, it was worth a shot. I always wanted to try that.
We did our bit.
Well,
You
I'm gonna
said the
try
door
pushing
is.
it.
You said the door is locked or just closed?
It's closed, and Tower
Okay.
doesn't seem to be able to budge it. Well,
Does
You
There
anyone
we
talking
go.
here
about
happen-
pushing and pulling?
Does anyone here happen to be a metal bender?
I'm gonna hobble up to the door and. Huh! I've seen doors like this before. And I'll tap my cane against it and cast knock.
oh, I have to look up a spell.
If it's stuck or barred, it becomes unlocked, unstuck, or unbarred.
Wait, you summon knock from Tomb of Annihilation? What?
So the door like shifts a little bit, and Tower tries pushing it again, and only barely manages to move it. I think the problem is less that it's locked and more that it's heavier than shit. It's probably another way to open it.
I suppose.
What is it? Investigation then for looking around for other
Yeah.
ways?
Yeah.
I'll assist.
I suppose I could try to blow it open with a fireball.
You're,
and cut through it.
Never mind. That's metagaming. I was gonna say which one of us should help and which, but that's metagaming. So
Does Tower respond to my proposal?
Down to that we'll roll here.
that is.
I wouldn't do that while we're all gathered around.
That's a 21 on investigation with Leaf's help.
So as you gaze around, you notice that there's really almost nothing on the side of the room that is not covered in rubble, aside from 2 extinguished torches on either side of the door. Torches look old and that they haven't been lit in centuries, but they're still there and they still look like they're lightable.
Unless
I
someone
want to-
stops me, I want to cast fireball at both the torches.
maybe
Because torches are
cast
meant to be lit.
Maybe cast something a little lighter than fireball.
Yeah,
No, fire bolts.
I want to cast a fat boy at both of
Okay.
these. Just
I
mini
said
nukes
fire
at both of
bolts,
them.
not fireball.
Firebolt.
Definitely heard to Jay's defense. I definitely heard fireball as well, but like
I heard
firebolt
fireball
is
as well.
definitely appropriate.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you
I
misspoke.
just unless someone stops me, I try to light them with firebolts because torches are meant to be lit.
Do you have to make an attack for that, or
Yeah, I can do 2 ranged spell attacks.
just give me one?
Okay. That is a 13.
Yeah, that's fine. You managed to light. I'm stuck in the accent. You managed to light both of the torches, and the doors seem to recede back and very slowly lurch open. Just that's the actual noise they're making.
Oh, that's
And
interesting.
hold on, I have to grab this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You know, I'll be honest.
I should use a different color.
I'll be honest. I didn't actually expect that to open the door. I saw torches, and when you see torches, you light them, right? Fascinating that kind of mechanism still works, though.
Probably magic. Anyway, as it opens up, you see that similar torches light the interior very dimly, but it's lit. And before you, you see 2 passages to the side that are narrower, but a grand walkway to the front to a door that has a large. It's another large door with. It seems to be have a place to insert something large, and it's circular in shape, but there's nothing there.
Does anyone have a giant penny?
What's a penny?
It's one of these things I saw. You know what? Never mind.
Nope, I drew that wrong. I made it a little wide.
I guess if Locke's gonna do another investigation check, I want to help. Locke.
Yep, I'm doing it.
Yeah. Because my investigation level sucks, so I'm just like, fuck it, I am here to help.
That is a 12.
You're really good at rolling 2 the same exact number.
Yeah, I've done that twice tonight. That's crazy.
Oh, I rolled the wrong die there. Hold on a minute. Alright, what does that mean?
Uh-oh.
I have handwritten notes for this one. Ooh.
Yeah, I heard the paper. I was like, uh-oh.
that's a spicy result. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. So
Oh.
Oh, excuse me.
Is it as spicy
actually
as that damn burger you had?
Oh man, it was a chicken sandwich.
Or whatever it was? Yeah, I mean, it's kind of a burger still. It's a chicken burger.
It's a hamburger made out of chicken.
That sandwich was a Faustian bargain. Like this is kind of what you see. There's 2 walkways as you peer in. There's actually 2 walkways to either side. Because I can't fucking read my own map. And at the end, you see the large gate. From that investigation roll, you can't really make anything out about the gate other than it appears to not really have any of the same gimmickry around it.
I cast a firebolt at the circular hole anyway.
It pings off and does nothing.
Oh.
You really thought it was going to be that simple?
Well, no, but it doesn't hurt to cover all your bases, I suppose.
I really don't like the look of this.
Hey,
Well-
what? You tossed his shield on that hole.
It's not the same shape.
Yeah, his shield isn't circular. Can I do an investigation on this hole?
If you want, I'm assuming the party is moved to the door.
Yeah.
Louis is a little slow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's an 11, so I assume
I'll
I didn't
assist.
get anything.
Yeah.
Oh, you
Well,
assist?
Yeah.
I'll give it another
Okay,
go
I'll
then.
roll that again. Ooh, that's much better. That's a 24.
All right. So from that, you glean that the door definitely doesn't open from this side. Whatever you put in there activates a mechanism behind the door that'll open it, and you can tell that it's not meant to hold something that's in one piece. This looks like a trick lock.
So, some interesting information I've gleaned. So, obviously, like we assumed, we have to put something circular here. However,
So, oh, go ahead.
it's not one whole thing. It's something that's not in one piece.
Was that accurate? Because I had a thought, but if the thing that we're looking to put in it is not in one piece, then I don't know that my thought is accurate either.
Yeah, it's not. It wouldn't be in one piece. It looks like it's meant to hold something together, and then
Gotcha.
open itself.
Damn it. Okay.
Rum just scratches his head.
Yeah, I'm with you, big guy. This is a little above my pay grade.
Regardless, Locke is gonna take the stone out of his pocket and like kind of examine the
I
stone
should
and
mention
examine.
the circle is as big as a person.
Okay, never mind then.
Yeah.
Scratch that.
As soon as
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I did not
yeah.
disclose the size of the door.
That changes
size of
what I'm
the
picturing
circle-
drastically.
So yeah,
I think you can
size of
ask
the
me a
circle
question.
definitely changes my thoughts about this drastically
then
as well.
the-
See, I
So
was thinking it was the size of a dinner plate.
The stone would speak to Locke in his head. A good idea, but not quite.
I thought you was taking that to talk to it as well.
But
I think it's all telepathic anyway. So
yeah.
that would be for the entertainment of our listeners if I did that.
But
Well, I mean, I guess everybody else hears it, but not in character. So whatever.
Well, if I've ever
Well-
seen a good puzzle, I bet I'd hazard a guess that the two pieces, or whatever this thing is probably in those two adjacent rooms.
and as you say that, the large steel doors that you entered through grind shut.
Oh.
There was a hole here. It's gone now.
I'd like to go over to the door that just closed. Is it like completely sealed?
Yes,
Or is it okay?
it is
so I
as sealed
can't-
as it was when you first approached.
Yeah, like what I mean is like you can't even see slightly in between, like in a crack in between the
No.
doors.
It is airtight.
So I have a
Okay.
lighting question here. Are we all in the dark?
No, it's torch lit inside.
Okay.
Because I had an idea if there was even a sliver, Misty Step. Briefly surrounded by silver mist, you can teleport up to 30 feet to an unoccupied space that you can see. If it was just barely able to see that, I could have Misty Stepped on the other side and then lit the torches again when we had to leave.
I think I would have driven to your house and killed you.
It's good that you unknowingly caught that, though.
But
I suppose that was that Louis or was that Rainbow that mentioned the adjacent rooms? I forget.
Louis.
I suppose my fellow, what are you, an octogenarian?
What's your
Old person is right. We should check these side rooms.
What's an octogenarian?
Should we split
Somebody
up?
in their 80s.
you've got
I've said
four,
literally multiple times this session that he's 78.
Well,
should we split
right,
up?
but I'm hazarding a guess. That'd make you a
I just find it funny.
septuagenarian, actually.
You're only just barely off. I just find it funny.
It'd make you a septuagenarian then.
Yeah.
But
Anyway,
Should we
so I
split
guess
up
we're
and try
checking
to
these
find
side
this thing?
rooms. I think we should check each room as a group like not split up. Each room as a group.
let's split up, gang.
Shaggy, you guys go to the kitchen.
Leaf is just going to immediately start walking towards one of the rooms.
Daphne and I are going to check the sex dungeon.
Anyway,
All right. So lock as Gertrude.
So
Is-
which one are we going to?
Gonna follow
the
Leaf.
one on the right.
This right? Okay, top right or
Yeah.
bottom right?
Bottom right.
So this one?
Yeah, south.
All right.
Oh, there's 4 passages. Is that what you're saying?
As you approach, you notice that the corridor begins to extend this way. Same featureless brick by brick.
Damn rich people. I am at this point going to take the moment to kind of put myself into the stealth mentality. And we're going to start moving.
Okay. You're gonna round the corner.
Yep. 21 on stealth. So hopefully I will be at least hidden with my group.
You're hidden within the group. You see that this corridor extends this way. And yeah, hold on. I drew that line a little long. So go to this way, and then would extend that way. Do you guys keep moving? I'm assuming.
Mm-hmm.
Of course.
Let me just go ahead and give that a roll. Okay. All right. When you get to this junction, in case you can't tell, you guys are in a maze. All right. 2 tiles that way. All right, and you come to another split path. Do you walk up to peer down the paths?
Yep.
All right, so you've got 2 paths. As you peer down them, you see that this one this is just a long, narrow corridor that is a dead end. And
I'm gonna have to start watching your stream again, Jay.
okay, there's a chest at the end of the hallway. The other one seems to continue much further down into the hallway before turning again.
I'm heading that perception check on that fucking chest. Does anyone want to help me, or?
Yeah, I'll help you with that.
Yeah. I'd also like to perceive.
I'd also like to perceive as well.
I'll assist
19.
Rainbow's perception because mine's probably not good.
19.
My first one is 24. The second one is not 20.
Okay, so you guys can all tell that something's up with that chest. It's very clearly hooked up to something in the wall.
Lock you up for a challenge?
Always. What's the challenge today?
Something's up with that chest. It's hooked up to something in the wall. It either contains nothing and is completely only a trap, or it actually contains something and you're going to undo it, maybe.
Okay. So Locke will approach the chest and give it a good twice over. Investigation? Question mark.
Oh yeah, give me an
Or do you want to
investigation.
roll for? Okay.
What material is the chest made of?
Help you with that investigation.
Oh, thank God. Okay, she
yeah.
just
Yeah, no,
they just said
y'all
help.
jumped the gun on that one.
Hey, hun, can you hand me a d20? I want to make rolls for a thing that I'm rolling for without alerting
Okay.
anybody.
Hang on.
So that's gonna be a 19 on investigation.
Trying to find a nice one for you.
Okay, so you can tell from the way this chest is seated
Here we are.
that even opening the lid would trigger whatever trap it's got inside of it.
You can borrow my Gemini. He's very pretty.
It seems you can tell that it's dangerous to open this chest at all.
What material is it made of?
It's made of wood.
I have an idea.
Ooh.
If you'll allow it, Locke, could you come back over here?
Are you gonna set the chest on fire?
Yes.
So Locke will rejoin near Louis,
At
nearish to
least,
Louis.
if you all will allow it, I can set it on fire from over here. Whatever the trap is, it'll be all the way over there.
But what if it's what inside is cloth or flammable as well?
Well, then it would burn, I guess. I don't know. Who? You know what? If it was wood or cloth inside, it probably would have rotted away by now. It's been here for how many years?
Well, I mean that thing's made out of wood and it's still here.
Yeah, but it's like reinforced wood or something.
Probably sealed using some form of sealant.
Yes.
Resin, things like that. That's how you woodwork. Have you guys ever done woodworking?
No.
So, as you guys are
Wait.
bickering, can I get perception checks?
Uh-oh. We're in danger.
Yeah.
From everyone? Or
You're in a
just
labyrinth. Did you every single person here? Tower's perception is shit. I'm not even gonna
23.
bother rolling. 23.
21.
I got
got a 7.
I got 2.
That's a nat 20, which makes it a 29.
Okay, so Bunsen and Rum don't know. Don't really hear it. They might hear it, but everybody that isn't Cloak definitely hears a voice that they can't quite make out. And Cloak, you hear in a raspy, sinister voice, "Visitor."
Oh fuck, we're in Labyrinthian. Everyone check
So
damage, guys.
do I hear that
What?
in?
You hear that, and you hear footsteps.
Is that in common, or is that?
That is in common.
Locke, you gonna
Okay.
relay that to us?
So something's coming. I think. Sorry, lost the voice for it. We should be prepared. Something has decided that we are visitors and sounds hungry.
I was in the middle of casting Firebolt, and I still had the fire in my hand. I just turned to Locke. So I shouldn't set the chest on fire, is what you're saying.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
Well, actually, that might piss it off, or it might make it go away.
The laughter was clear to everybody.
So yes fire or no fire?
I'm stealth. I don't like. He's not gonna see me in this crowd. Y'all can figure your lives out.
I think.
I'm imagining that Locke is just awkwardly turned around still with fire in his hand, like, yes fire or no fire?
Oh,
Yes, fire.
So you
well-
guys are peering down this way.
Yeah.
I think that you know my answer to that is always yes, fire, unless you're putting the fire to me.
Good enough for me. And I'll shoot forward the firebolt toward the chest. You want me to do it in text roll?
yeah. Nah. As you hit it, the chest is jostled by the explosion, causing many of the bricks
Not
to recede.
fireball, firebolt.
Shut the fuck up. Many of the bricks shift, and huge ass spikes, which you can tell are definitely larger than the walls they're shooting out of, because you can see that one of the walls it's shooting out of, you can see on the other side there's nothing. Skewer where a person opening the chest would have been.
Ooh. Yeah, Locke, I don't think he would have survived that. Oh. Do those spikes just remain there?
Yeah. And
Worse,
everybody hears a few loud footsteps, and just, I remember Hunter. You can definitely hear it coming from the other hallway.
And Rum hears this now too.
Yeah, everybody hears it.
Well, that's terrifying.
Fear.
Did you say beer?
Beer.
What beer?
What in the devil is that? You can hear it coming from that other hallway, but nobody's in the position to see down it.
I reckon it's some kind of a hungover ghost.
I remember dark.
Louis is going to is gonna motion for everyone to stay put, and I would like to check the rules on minor illusion really quick. So that's 5-foot cube. That can't work. Major image is 20-foot cube. I would like to major image a false wall.
In front of that way?
Yeah, going. If I can draw a line, false wall.
Yeah,
that.
you would need to get a 15 foot long and 50-foot high wall.
Best
Can
I
you do that?
Best I can do is 20-foot cube.
Yeah, that's not gonna work.
Dang. Never mind then.
So what do you guys do?
Fucking, why aren't we leaving?
Yeah, maybe we should back
Big
up.
Dragonborn Kirby is fucking just walking towards us, and
No,
y'all
that
are
was
just
that was
dicking
that,
around with
no
illusion
no. Rook
spells.
lives in the Southern Manor. He's not
Oh.
here.
Cool, great. Still, don't like being in a am hunter do not like being hunted. Thank you. Good night.
And as you all continue to bicker, I'm gonna need. Do you guys make any decisions right now? Last moment.
like,
Louis is
gonna
already
start
backing.
leaving.
Yeah, Louis is
Yeah.
backing away this way.
You're backing away.
Yeah.
I
guess
guess
I'll
I'll be
back away, please.
joining them as they do that, and then also bonus action to hide.
Hide where?
I mean, I've already hidden, so like.
Right, well, to I don't know exactly, but
Unless there's furniture all throughout these hallways, I
Stealth
don't know what you're
boys.
gonna
See.
hide by.
What he's gonna do is he's gonna climb up the
True.
ceiling and just hold on to both walls and just kind of hang there like a ninja.
I don't think I have that.
The walls
I
are
don't
15 feet wide.
And so as you begin to backpedal,
No,
as you
so I
begin to
guess
hide,
backpedal. Not really
begin
much to
backpedal
hide
and try
behind.
To hide. You hear one loud, gargantuan footstep that's definitely all right behind you guys. Do you turn to look?
Nope.
Rum does.
This is a Medusa
I'm squishy,
instance,
so
fuck
I
that.
don't.
Anybody who turns around sees it. A absolutely gigantic dragonborn, clad in leather, what looks like rags. Their scales are black, but white, almost fungus, travels across their body. Their flesh is scored and slashed and scabbed, and their piercing golden eyes are in a manic expression with a large, toothy grin of sharp, very jagged teeth. I remember duty.
I cast anti-life shell.
I was actually just gonna say we're gonna end it here tonight.
Oh,
Glad
Well,
to know we
wanna-
found the cheese demon.
I would like to
Cheese
cast
demon?
that, but when we come back, we can deal with
I
that.
thought it was the beer
His
demon.
name is now Stilton.
Oh.
Hmm?
His name is now Stilton.
No. This is
Well-
a lady, and her name is
Oh.
Fidget.
Her name is Stilton.
Well, if we did find a cheese demon, we would be cheesed to meet it.
Well, no, she's got little fungus veins that are all over her scales. She's a Stilton. She's a little Stilton lady like blue cheese. I love her.
So, on that harrowing note,
In love with Stilton lady.
our party is face to face with one of the various demons that lurk within these mountains.
Oh
Trapped
boy.
within a labyrinth with no seeming escape, and with a beast larger than any of them. Their only hope for escape is to find their way out of the labyrinth beneath the castle. And with that, I think I'll bid everyone watching a farewell.
All
Hope we
right.
don't die.
Next time.
Muted.
Thanks,
Oops.
everybody.
Goodbye,
Have a good one.
everybody.